It looks like we're okay now.
Is that?
I think we're good.
Don't touch it.
Oh my god! After like 4 attempts of horizontally, vertically, and everything else, and being mentally challenged, we're now live for session 5. Oh, cool.
Right. They're quite cool. Taking out the sleep as a character set as well.
Okay.
So finish with the cogs.
3D base as well, so I've got.
Very cool.
Oh, lovely guys. That's great.
Yeah, 3D base, but because you can't do axe, I thought I'd buy. This is the level 5 Malix.
Oh, bless him. He is massive.
Yeah, that'd be the rideable mount. So that's level 5 Malix.
Is that to scale?
I reckon he will be, look. Because he's a giant, he's literally a giant, he's a rideable goat.
I think for my birthday I'm going to get that hero, is that what it's called?
Oh yeah.
I'm going to get my character on that bit, I'm going to play at the young dog. So I'm going to get that.
It's not for you.
Photos, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh, camera don't like it, there you go. No, it's getting really confused. Focus, damn it.
Anyone else got anything they want to show off before we
There you go.
start?
A new grizz from Team U.
Not yet.
I love the fact you can get like D&D stuff on Team U for like.
Oh, it's great, isn't it? That's what I got some of this from.
It's not edible. Okay.
I imagine that's where these are from.
Shows.
Oh wow, cool. Yes.
But
You know, you asked me what an NDA was the other day.
No, I know what NDA is.
That is. This board is your NDA.
Yeah.
That's the yeah.
No dumping ears admitted.
I remember like looking over and like just accidentally like because last session.
No.
Yeah, that's the NDA.
Thank you. Is this for
No.
the...
Did I?
No, that's fine. I don't think this is for the phone. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay, do you want me to do the intro? Yeah, let's start. Okay, so last session, 3 weeks ago? I want to say 3. I don't know, I've got COVID haze right now. Yeah, so we missed 2 weeks, so 3 weeks ago. You guys started off the session having arrived back in Uthodurn. You went to fetch Rady, the bard, from the Citadel, which is the palace of the diarchy in Uthodurn. And having a mixture of roles during that party, you managed to convince Rady to come back and to help out his family. And when you arrived back at the Scylla house, the manor, this is where things started getting a little bit crazy. You went in with the awesome plan of trying to talk the Banshee down using Tyrael. But as it turned out, Tyrael was the one that had summoned her in the first place. or at least allowed her to find the family and to start taking vengeance.
Right, because there was a moment where when Von Brad disappeared, who was going to pay us, we were like,
Oh, we didn't get paid. Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
What were we even doing?
Yeah, it's like, I'll pay you.
Yeah.
Cool, okay. Can we have a quick above the table discussion?
Yeah, go for it.
I really think, and so does Skro, that we should forgo the reward and negotiate with Von Bragg to allow us to use the Tumbling Tankard as our base. I don't think getting him to give it to us is going to be a huge ask, but I think him allowing us to have it as our base and HQ would be a massive win.
The initial then saying about taking over the park was because he doesn't trust Von Bragg. And
Which is interesting because
obviously with
Skro
Von
trusts Von Bragg. I do not trust Yelin as far as I can throw.
Yeah. Whereas, from Jen's point of view, Yelvin's the only one that's been honest and helpful. So that's just where Jen's coming from.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Because
But
then you would know that Yelvin is a crime boss. He is a crime boss in Illidan. Like, you run in the
That's
kind of
fine.
criminal circles to
Yeah.
kind of, not necessarily cross paths with him or even his people,
no,
but you know of
Yeah.
him and you know that he's not, I mean, we talked about good and bad before, but he's not necessarily someone that you would trust.
Yeah, I get that.
I can look at it. I don't think I can.
I'm just looking at it from the interaction.
But Von Bragg is a dark elf, he's a drow,
Yeah,
which again,
yeah.
you would know is not necessarily something that's trustworthy, although saying that, any time you go, you know, kind of depends where you're from, really. Yeah.
But yeah, kind of being straight kind of our opinion across. It's kind of just other people.
So you've got a yay from Jess. You've got a
Not a nay, but
a
I don't know if I'm doing a deal with him. That's kind of where
I don't trust him, so
Who don't you trust?
anyone at this point. So
Do you trust any of us?
yeah, but I'm more kind of money orientated. I don't see, like, you know, unless we're actually sitting down and having a proper chinwag about it, you know. So I think that Grid will take some convincing as to the whys and what falls.
The other thing as well doesn't matter at the moment because we kind of need to sort out.
We do. I just thought it'd be nice to have a
Yeah.
home and an
Take
HQ.
you, basically.
You came up with the idea of taking over the pub, and I was just like, that's actually like genius.
I think it would be useful, but definitely not like
Essentially.
essential. I think Alden is just how long has it been since we all,
like got together, like met. Probably about a week.
yeah, so
We've been through a lot. It's dying for you people.
I feel like
Literally,
trust
balloons.
the party.
Huh?
I feel like I trust the party.
yeah, but I feel
I
like
mean, prison I are bound by a
Yeah.
life bond. A debt of,
Yes, it's the first encounter.
yeah.
And my guts are lining before.
I think Alden is not looking to put down. It's not necessarily wanting to tie himself to
Thanks.
You don't.
a.
I think so. It's
Right.
only armor class and hit points, isn't it?
Or you don't.
But money is useful.
Okay.
I think that's where I'm at.
Yeah,
if
I'm
we
the
can-
same. I've just
If
come
we
down.
could get paid and maybe come to an agreement on if we're useful, which we've proved ourselves to be useful, we get paid for this job as we agreed.
And I owe you money as well, so
Excuse
Oh,
me.
yeah.
50.
So-
It's a substantial amount.
So I've got $149, nearly 150, and I bought everything that I want.
Mm.
Yeah, 500 each.
So Skro is like,
That's right.
I've got money, like another, what's 500 gold between the four of us?
If we
It's
get
like
525,
125, so,
yeah,
so
how much more do we need at the
Money
moment?
wise.
Yeah.
It depends. You got kitted out before the banshee, didn't you? Right? And
Got
next
my
stop, Isle Cross, I guess. And you're gonna get again kitted out for Isle Cross.
Yeah, we've
Ah.
got some big weight.
Hellbound.
so Skro would like to talk to Yelin
Okay.
using the leverage that we basically just saved his life. Skro can't use that warhammer, which he didn't realise at the time. And he wants to be free of his debt
Okay.
to Yelin. So Skro would like to negotiate with Yelin that he returns the warhammer, and rather than be paid for saving Yelin's entire family and Yelin's life, he just takes back the warhammer and gets my debt.
Okay, so why is it you can't use it 'cause it's metal?
Yeah.
So he says, he takes the warhammer off you and he says, oh, we can renegotiate. This can easily be magically wooden.
I've got the wooden magical warhammer, I'm all good.
Where from?
From somebody else met on the travels.
May I see it?
Yes, I've got it.
You've already had this argument with him.
Have I? I don't think so.
That was the other
it was
one.
the other
the
dude.
other one.
It was the other dude.
It was the other one. He basically had the
We
same
were
argument.
having the same discussion.
Above
but
the
it's
table, the
Yelvin.
reason Skro has the other warhammer is because the
Yeah.
other person was like, oh my god, you can't have Yelvin's work.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
right,
yeah. Yeah, yeah.
And then Yelvin seen you have another hammer, and was like, why aren't you using mine?
No, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, that was in the middle of the fight, wasn't it? Sort of.
But
Probably
let's
when
rec.
Oh yeah,
let's
because I got like threw
rec-
my warhammer in the other direction. So I
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
do
let's rec on it and say, you know, that, you know, he's now saying where it was.
I was gifted it by a sponsor.
Who else is sponsoring you?
I can't remember the name.
Galarian.
Galarian.
This is not off to a good start. This conversation. I'm not just
That's
a
stand
bug
beside me.
I am. I'm just like smiling to myself.
And he looks, is it out?
Oh, yeah, I'm not handing it to him.
But he looks at
It's
it
just like,
and he just goes, sponsorship. Interesting. Well, I am not going to free you. We did
Okay.
the deal in good faith. I will turn it into a wooden hammer and match, at the very least, what you have there with the added incentive of every now and then upgrading it with, you know, maybe some magical attributes, maybe some charges, spells, all kinds.
okay, and no
That's
cost.
something I can do that he can't.
Okay, and you're prepared to do that and as my reward for saving your life and your entire family, yeah? That what
You
you're saying?
didn't do that alone, and I do believe you are getting paid for that.
No, I've just said I'm negotiating to forego my share of the reward. I'm negotiating an alternative payment.
And I'm saying I am not going to let you out of our deal.
Okay, but you'll upgrade my warhammer in lieu of my reward, that's what you're saying, right?
No, you can still have the reward. If you stick with our agreement,
Okay,
okay, I give you back the upgraded Warhammer
upgrade how?
to match what you've already got, but with the incentive of adding
At no additional penalty or
at no additional penalty.
and you're not going to modify this contract?
Just out of the goodness of my heart.
Yeah.
You've proven yourselves exceptional. Why would I want to renege on such a beneficial agreement for myself?
Yeah, I mean, it kind of needs to be beneficial for us too, though, right?
Well, for you,
I thought the agreement was just for you.
it is.
Yeah, really
It's
good.
just with Skro. Don't
So I
worry.
don't know what's
Don't
going on.
worry. However, if you would like to enter your own contracts with me, I would offer similar boons.
I mean, you know,
I don't know how. I don't have skills like Skro's got.
I've heard about you. You've got skills.
No more replying.
do you want to convince me by making it +2 stone warhammer?
I don't need convincing. You're the one who needs to convince me. You need to convince me to basically upgrade your current Warhammer. Otherwise, it's just going to stay the same.
What are you giving us for the reward?
Like I said, you saved my family, and I don't know where my broke from.
Your family's not worth a +2 warhammer, right? Is that what you're saying?
Instead of money.
I'm rolling to see how much you're pissing me off right now.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to make the wrong persuasion.
What's your charisma?
You sure you want to
Yeah.
continue down this route, my dear?
So just out of curiosity, can you not, like, because I don't really want to carry 2 warhammers,
Mm-hmm.
can you not just like do all the extra stuff to this other warhammer that I've already got this stuff?
No. I'm not touching his work.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess I'll see how you upgrade me in the future. I'm not prepared to do that now. I will take my share of whatever rewards we're giving us.
Fair enough. And he will actually dish out the reward now.
Okay.
So you'll get like pouches of coins individually.
500 each.
I don't think it was 500. Was it 500 each or between you? Yeah, let's go with each.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go with each. 500 each, yeah.
Oh,
You can have your 50 account.
You know, shit is expensive and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. And once that is done, he is going to turn and leave. Probably following his family. So?
That's Yelvin.
not with the open.
Deals with Von Brad.
Yeah, that's what work. So Yelvin, I think you guys were talking about the wounded rogue as a possibility. But he's heading off and
I wanted to night with the open.
you always
And I maybe for a deal.
really? So you're gonna follow after him? Yeah, what the rest of you doing?
Skro's just muttering unpleasantries about Yelvin.
Not surprised.
I think we should just gather ourselves.
Yeah, let's just go.
Head,
No, we need to get.
maybe head to
We need to
Gombrad.
get Von Brad.
To the
Tumbling
Tumbling
Tankard.
Tankard. Yeah.
Okay.
So you guys head in there.
Yeah, I'll meet you there.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna have
Yeah.
a quick warm up.
Go on your own?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's safe. He's fine. So see this half day at my uncle's. No, it's not at my niece. What do you want?
I'm not upgrading your code.
Your coat.
Yeah, we're going on a bit of an adventure and I feel a bit more storage space.
You think I'm a bit of a tailor, do you?
Yeah. I want basically like holding so it's okay.
Okay. So what I can do for you is not a bag of holding because they take far too long to create. But I could, if you give me your coat now, overnight, I could create a pocket of holding. Not as large as a bag of holding, but it will essentially above table have the capacity of one of the compartments of the handicap sack. Yeah? So it will be like not infinite, but larger, kind of like in a pocket, out of pocket, wherever you want it. Okay, in return.
What do you want in return?
In return, eyes and ears in the city. You know who I'm talking about. The kids. Yeah, guys. Do you want to do an inside check? Natural 20, yes.
First row.
Right, so
Good
I
question.
kind of want to do a whisper here. So, yeah. Whisper time.
You're leaving the room for a whisper.
First whisper.
This is the first.
No, but you can get an
So
accent.
what, right, above table, what is your deal with it? What do you own? I don't know anything about
I've told you all this already, haven't I?
You've told us, I don't know if Jules
Oh,
was here or
okay.
not.
So, I did tell you about my ability, right?
it.
So, I agreed with Yelin, under a massively bound contract, that I wanted a +1 Warhammer.
Right.
I didn't have one, I've got 2 now. I didn't have one at the time, and I'd always wanted a Warhammer, because it didn't feel like a proper dwarf in that one.
Right.
So I agreed that I would provide that skill to Yelvin 3 times.
And is he partook of it?
Not yet.
Okay, so,
How much can I fit in my pocket?
Interesting.
so handy house. Let me get that up. Handy.
I've just got a very big pouch of gold with no deals with anyone.
So,
Not saying much about.
handy house.
Quite happy about that.
So I'll pick one of the pouch, 1, 2. So it has a central pouch and 2 side pouches. So it'll be one of the side pouches.
Hang on.
Each side pouches holds up to 20 pounds of material and 2 cubic feet.
I think
That big enough?
a stone one, it's silver.
Yeah.
I can't use
It's the
it.
central one actually.
So the fucking contract that
No,
I
do
got
you know what?
with
You can have the central one. 80 pounds of material
Did you change?
and 8 cubic
He was
feet.
going to, and then I pissed him off and got annoyed and went, fine.
And I mean, we don't really do weight at the moment, but your coat would weigh no more than £1 regardless of what is in.
No, he said he would,
Okay.
he said he would upgrade your stuff.
Got that?
So
Okay, so
Claire,
you guys, yep.
did Yelvin change my Warhammer to a stone Warhammer?
Yes, it's stone and wood.
It is now.
Yes.
Oh, that's fine. I thought I hadn't done that. I was just
And-
looking at my...
You have like a filigree of like elven runes around it that glow green whenever you're holding it. It looks a little bit more
Poncy.
poncy, a little flamboyant.
I was
That's just what
feeling
you
it up until the word Ponce.
Well, you're a dwarf. Now you've got an elven, shiny
It
green
definitely
weapon.
looks very, very elven. Whereas the one that Glaron made you, yeah, him, Gale, let's say, his one was definitely more kind of functional dwarven looking.
Okay.
Yeah.
That
This is cool. Skro's going to have fun batting these 2 off each other.
I mean,
I'm paying the price heftily later down the line, I'm
I
sure.
remember if you take, I think there's 2 feats that you can take where you can hold 2 great weapons and wield both. I'll look it up,
Okay.
but I think you can do 2 weapon, well, dual fight, dual hands, fighting and great weapon or something. Okay, so,
Can you update
yes.
that later?
Yeah.
I'm not going to use it in a minute. 'Cause I like the door and the roughy ducky one.
Yeah, no.
Okay, let's go browbeat or rank, I think.
Yeah, so just to say, it has the same properties as the other one, so you
Yeah.
could, if whichever one you're using, you can still use the same. Yeah. So you guys make your way through the deliberation disc back to the Tumbling Tankards, which right now is actually looking a lot more lively. You get the impression that word about the Banshee has kind of gone around. And when you enter, there's a sudden kind of uproar of clapping and patting you guys on the back and offering to buy you drinks, and you are literally never going to have to pay for anything in this inn again, regardless, because you know this was a real serious problem, because people generally didn't realise that the Banshee was targeting this specific family and friends. They were afraid for themselves. And the fact of the matter is, when the Banshee was around, so were like other kind of undead and wraiths and stuff, and other people were getting hurt that way. So you know, you've done the Dis like a real favour, real big.
So we've got a pub anyway.
You've got friends.
Is this happening as we walk back into?
As you come back into the Tumbling Tankards.
As we enter the inn,
So
right?
as you enter in, so back windows, enter in, central, Von Bragg, doing his
And he is
usual. He's there, oh yeah, he's there. You guys know him a little bit better now, and I'm not going to make you roll insight to kind of see that he's wearing a bit of a mask. You know, that kind of charming kind of smile and, you know, charisma is definitely like his armour. And underneath that is, you know, someone who is not happy.
Skro is, as we walk through the adoring fan base, is just going to like awkwardly sort of try and like act like he's a bit of a hero. Probably doesn't do it very well because he's spent most of his life alone in the wilderness. But he's going to go straight up to Von Bragg and put his arm, probably can't reach his shoulder probably, but put his arm around his waist and sort of encourage him to step aside, so that we can have a little chat.
Okay.
And he's very warm. He's like, "Oh, my friends, I'm so pleased to see business is booming again. Now we solved your little problem. What a difference it's made."
Indeed, this is how it used to be.
Yeah,
And he
well,
kind of pushes your hand off of him, kind of abruptly, and he waits for the fourth member of your party to come in.
Yeah, the real hero.
And then he says, "Come to my office." And he leads you through the kitchen and then into a basement. And then the basement is basically, you know, stuffed full of, you know, alcohol. You've got barrels and shelves of food, and then at the very end you can see like a wooden door open, and clearly his, you know, office area. And the moment you guys enter the basement, you kind of see him drop that facade, and he is just walking quite almost stiffly into the office, and then you see him disappear in there.
we just leave the door open.
The door's open, yeah.
Okay. So when you say he's walking quite stiffly, like he's angry or upset, or like he's
Yeah.
just
Like he's angry. Yeah.
at us, or just in general?
You get the feeling it's probably in general.
Okay. So it doesn't feel like we've upset him
No.
specifically.
No.
Okay. And I got insight before that he's quite emotionally bereft. Okay. So I will follow him in. I don't want anybody else to
Yeah.
see it.
Yeah, just gone straight in.
And you see him at his desk in low light, just like one kind of lantern on the wall, and he's already sorting through paperwork, got a quill out with ink, and he's almost ignoring you.
There's nothing to do with us. He's just getting on with his admin. Right, Skro's saying change tack slightly. Been a rough ride for you.
Your payment's over there. And he points to a bag. Pouch.
I can't do that.
It's got platinum in it.
So what in it?
Platinum. It's platinum platinum.
How many platinum?
So he's paid the same as, so it'd be 2,000. So 20 platinum, I think.
Shopping again.
Or 200. What is 2,000 gold in platinum?
200.
200, got 200 platinum.
Your one platinum piece is 10.
Yeah, let's do 200.
Alright, Skro just put a hand on Grizz to just so we don't hold it on. I was wondering if we could put a proposition to you.
I'm not interested in any business deals, thank you very much.
Okay. And it was in the interest of your business.
I have no need.
In order to see what paperwork he's doing, like if I'm just sort of stood to the side.
Are you trying to do it without him seeing?
Yeah.
Roll stuff. DC 15.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Plus.
So second dice roll,
What?
natural 20.
Yeah, second
Plus
one.
27.
Second natural 20.
I don't think we can compete with that this way. I don't know. I know.
Half an hour by that.
So,
Yeah.
he seems so engrossed by what he's doing and probably a bit distracted by Skro's questions to see you. And you see what looks like a last will and testament. And his signature is definitely at the bottom.
Okay.
And there are similar kinds of it looks like legal documents.
Do we have any insight into, because obviously Von Bragg was, possibly still is, with Tyrrell. Do we have any insight, 'cause I can't remember, has there been any indication of what his relationship with Yelin is like?
From what you've seen, you get the impression that they're probably business contacts. That Yelin probably has the upper hand over the simple tavern people. If you want more than that, you can roll me insight again. See if you picked up anything.
Natural 20.
Are you serious?
No.
11.
That would be
11? Yeah, that's about what you get.
Okay.
Touching.
Skro's going to chance it.
I think if possible, I don't know how we're positioned, but I assume I'll sort of to the side of the desk that he's at so we can see. And maybe has hopped up onto a barrel or a crate or something
Yeah.
next to the desk. And if possible, tries to catch Skro's eye and sort of just look down at the paperwork.
Can you read Underground?
Meanwhile, I'm sat on the floor with putting out little stacks of platinum. I've never seen platinum before, so that's what I'm doing. I don't really give a toss about anything else that's going on in the room. I just want the money.
No.
No, but maybe do that anyway.
So the name that you see at the bottom begins with a V,
Right.
but it doesn't look like it spells one rock.
Okay.
Do you still try and...
I'll still try and see if I can subtly draw your attention to the paperwork that Von Bragg is filling out.
Does that work?
I mean, roll perception. If you want, you can roll.
performance.
Mm-hmm.
19 total.
11. Yeah. Golden rolls high enough to get your attention.
Okay. So
Convey meaning.
I will look down at the document, and I can read out the comment.
So all you see before he rolls it up, he sees you. I will give you a name. The name at the bottom says Volundril Barrel.
Can you
I will
spell
give
that?
I'll give you the spelling in.
This session is sponsored by Jaffa Cake's Cola Bottle flavour.
Oh yes, I'll have one, thank you.
Oh, right, good. Oh, what?
They're like pure cola bottle.
Did you get the coke? Where did you get them from?
Would everyone have them? Are they?
I'll put it in for Thursday,
They're not
okay?
vegan, I don't think.
So it's one neck.
You see that?
They're banging.
Oh yeah.
Why didn't you just spell that?
I'll write that down anyway.
So I've got 200 platinum, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's now my bag, and there's now 3 piles of 200 platinum.
200 platinum between the group.
Between the group. So, okay, 50 people.
Are we taking that or are we still waiting?
No, so
While you're talking, I'm sat at the floor counting. And I've taken my 50 and there's 3 piles of 50 on the floor.
So what? Yeah, this is all like, it doesn't take more than a second or so for him to notice or
Yeah.
get my attention. Me looking him roll it up.
Mm-hmm.
As he's doing that, Skro takes a gamble of suggesting that. So I get the impression that you and Yelin have business dealings together. I imagine he's possibly a bit of a nuisance sometimes.
It's convenient.
Inconvenient or he's convenient?
It's convenient.
Would you benefit from some inside information about Yelin and his plans and designs?
Possibly. It would depend on the nature of that. But I don't know if you got the hint. I'm not interested in any business.
Okay, can I ask why?
I have my own business to take care of.
Are you planning on leaving?
Persuasion.
20,000.
Oh.
Very funny. And he just kind of noses gaze at you. Clever little halfling, aren't you? I do have someone that I'm to leave in charge. You've met them as well, and you should. I have business in the Underdark.
Well, it's funny you should mention leaving someone in charge. We were wondering whether or not you would entertain allowing us to use this as our HQ.
Leaving someone in charge entails actually them staying here.
Yes, but also wouldn't it be good to know that they have full protection in the form of your local heroes? They've just restored your patrons' faith in the safety of your establishment.
Can you guys, whoever's actually proficient in perception, give me a perception check. So only if you're proficient. Or have a passive perception of above 15.
Oh.
Above.
Above 15. No one else proficient?
I have +3.
Are you proficient though? Do you have a little
Oh, I'm not
X
proficient.
to it.
I've got 14 passive and plus 4.
Okay. Just missed that.
I've got
Yes,
15 passive,
I
but
do.
I rolled 11 total.
15 passive is fine.
I have it.
So, Alden with keen eyes, you notice that there's a rug in the middle of the floor. So, it's quite a large office, and his desk is kind of set up like this, and the rug would be there. You see the rug's kind of turned up a little bit on one side, and you notice kind of familiar scribblings, familiar runes. You saw them when Yelin. So you was about. Yeah.
Would Alden know if that was linked to a specific place? Like a circle like that would be linked to a specific place, or is it
You
something
wouldn't-
that you can use to go to multiple places?
So, if anyone who was proficient in Arcana, so basically wizards, maybe, I don't know, who are Jacks, proficient in Arcana,
No.
I would give you a high DC roll to see. It's quite difficult to know unless you know the spell and know the circle, because you kind of gather knowledge of each circle as you come across it. So that's a long answer to no. Okay, so I would need a group persuasion check here. The DC, I'm not going to tell you the DC.
D20 ring.
It's your guys'
I
turn.
will.
So I'll take the average of what you will roll. Did you hear that? I'll take the average of what you will roll.
Good jack.
Good check.
What do you get?
I got 6.
Is that another nat 20 for you?
Okay.
So
Can I look at
It's
that?
up
that nice as well.
I've got 18.
And I got 12.
Okay.
Persuasion, yeah, plus 1.
Yeah.
So-
What are we rolling?
A whole
Persuasion.
Persuasion average.
So I got 13.
Yeah, I got 19.
Okay. What is yours total?
Didn't you say
21.
Didn't you say something about my strength being used on persuasion?
Sometimes it depends how you're trying to persuade them.
I'm sat on the floor playing with platinum at the moment, so probably not that much. So
So you can see him thinking about it, but it's kind of obvious that he doesn't quite trust you guys yet, and he's not willing to take that kind of chance on you.
why don't we talk about this after we get back from our boat trip? Riz says, standing up, and saying, "Platinum's on the floor," and walking out of the office.
Alright, Skro will. You're obviously preoccupied right now. Consider it an open offer that we would be very happy to consider this our base of operations when we're not on actual. The fuck is the word I'm looking for?
Uber driving.
No, I'm calling them escapades, and I don't mean escapades. Yeah, go on, escapades. If we're not on escapades, then you know we could use this as our base of operations. We'll make sure any trouble you've been having with anybody is dealt with swiftly and effectively, and provide both reputation and protection for your business. But you know, for now, clearly it's not something you have the ability to stop and consider. So we wish you luck. I hope life treats you well. And Skro says that in a really heartfelt way, not in a sarcastic way. Like he's trying to be as genuine as possible, wishing him well, and
Thank you, I appreciate that. And as I said, I've got business, and you see him walk over to a coat rack, and he puts on this really, really dark purple kind of leather jacket that almost looks like it's like dragon scales. And he picks the hood up and takes hold of a staff, and then a couple of bangs on the floor with the staff. He says, "See," and he disappears in that familiar teleportation energy.
And that's it, we're alone in the office? Can I have a quick scout around?
Sure.
I don't think.
Do I need to use perception?
It's a good job I walked out, actually.
Investigation.
Wait,
16.
That's probably it.
16, yeah. So in the office, a lot of what you can see is already behind like cabinets. Like some of them are like glass cabinets. He's already put away everything that was on his desk. That's what he was doing while
Did
you
he-
guys were talking.
did he, so he left all of that paperwork, did we see where he put it? Or did you take it with him?
You got an up 20, didn't you, on a perception? So yeah, I'll say you saw him put it in a chest that's like just over his shoulder to his right, that like on the way to the coat rack.
I'll just say to everyone, he's filling out a will, I'm not sure he's planning necessarily on coming back.
Vlondril Barrel. What's the name of the will?
Yelin.
That's what I said.
Does anyone have any connection to the Underdark? Drow? No?
Is Drusilla? Drusilla is Drow? Did you say? I'm not sure whether that might be on Discord.
Yeah, she is, yeah. She's Underdark. Yeah. So yeah, you would have some, and also from the Cobalt side, so I'll let you roll either history. No, I'll let you roll history, actually.
How many platinum pieces do we get each?
50.
50.
50 each.
Thanks, that's right, is that right?
1167 gold.
21 total.
21. Nice.
She's on the run.
So, as Skro says the name Barrel, some kind of memory of a conversation that you had with your mentor sort of comes up, and you remember them talking about this house Barrel in the Underdark and how they were known to be like quite a powerful noble house in the Underdark, but their family did not leave the city, which you don't know the name of, where they're located. And anyone that did leave would essentially be like banished from the family.
Okay.
They have no contact. They essentially they hate the surface. They hate anything outside of their own sphere.
Okay, so
So essentially, you know to avoid if you come across them.
so they're powerful family. Hate anything that's not drowned.
Essentially, definitely worship the icon.
I mean, I'll convey, as Skro says, Barrel. I'm just like, I remember that name, I've heard of that name.
Okay.
So, pretty sure, I don't know much, I'm pretty sure it's a powerful family from some, I'm not sure where, somewhere in the Underdark. But I don't think any of them ever left. I don't think anyone would come to the surface, definitely not from that family. And not without being banished. 'Cause There's a lot more to our friend von Brad than we
Oh,
currently know.
I'm sure.
But that's a, yeah, one to watch. Definitely.
Okay. Did he put the paperwork away in a locked location?
He did.
Right, okay. Did we see where that locked location is?
Yeah,
It's his chest.
in chest.
Okay. You
Check it.
can pick locks?
I can check it for traps first.
Yeah.
You noticed that he did something, some kind of spell when he opened it and when he closed it.
Balls.
Pretty
Also
sure
trying
it's
to do
a
that
magic.
trusting him.
Yeah.
The
I mean, I
wiggle
know-
doesn't work.
Just say wibble and then, where is that chest?
Carry
Yeah, I've still got that and pouch of fire immunity
Say wibble and chest.
and a gold ring as well.
How big is this chest of Von Bragg's in comparison to our chest?
It's pretty big.
Would it fit in our chest
It
or
was
not?
like, no, it was bigger than that.
I mean, I saw what he was. It was definitely a will that he was filling in,
Okay.
which leads me to believe he's either going to do something, well, probably stupid and more dangerous. I can't imagine he's feeling the greatest right now. Bear in mind, the love of his life is just
Trading.
basically, yeah. Or definitely pulled the wool over his eyes.
Yeah, for sure.
So, maybe one to revisit.
Yeah, we'll store that one, I think, in the annals. Come back to that later. Okay, there's nothing else of note in the office.
Nothing else that looks
Okay.
accessible.
Well, now we're stinking rich. Is there anything else we think we may want to buy?
I've got somewhere I want to go visit before we leave.
What was it that we were told would be useful?
Stuff to do for cold resistance.
Yeah, cold resistance. I was also thinking, which is why I was trying to get paint pockets enlarged. Well, if we're collecting mithril and other precious ores,
Yeah.
I was just thinking of weight and transport.
I mean, we could definitely go see if we could find something along those lines as well. The more we've got, the better. Yeah, was it cold resistance? Oh no, that was for the banshee.
That's obviously going to be helpful in Hydrogloss as well.
Yeah, cold resistance. Magic sort of out, isn't it? But as
Can't teleport in.
Wizards magic? Like arcane magic. We don't really want to touch while we're there.
We got kitted out with adventurous clothes and stuff like that, but nothing magical.
I think you got magical armor, didn't
Yeah, as in, we got +1 stuff, but we didn't get anything with protection.
you? So the kind of things that you probably would know to look for would be stuff like magical items, like rings maybe, of like cold resistance. Sort of thing. Potions, cold resistance.
I'm gonna, if you guys are going shopping, I'm gonna give you some of my gold. Or all of my gold, whatever. While I go, I'm just gonna go make a quick visit before we leave. But I'll meet you guys. Are we gonna stay here tonight and then leave in the morning?
It's free, isn't it? So yeah.
Yeah, might as well.
You've got to wait for
Yeah, okay.
I was going to head to the co-op store.
Mm-hmm.
Can't remember which this was, but just going to head there. I know we had a conversation about it when we first arrived, so
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I was late.
Yeah, I was thinking it's in the direction. I'm just going to check the map. So. And what are the two dwarves doing?
Shopping, I guess. Are you coming?
Yeah.
Oh, you're going as well, yeah. Yeah, of course.
So you've got like 1,000 gold from me, just getting cold resistant. Yeah, cold resistance. Maybe like if there's like some sort of like a cloak or something like that, cold resistance. And maybe if they've got anything that would help me see when it's not so light, that would be great. Yeah, they do things like that.
So, you guys can use the Orb Trail to find lots and lots of different vendors. It's very popular, massive road with loads of market stalls, essentially. It's just this huge market that's on every single level, apart from not the grandest some of the time. So you can literally just step outside and do that because we're not at dusk yet. And Olden, you'll be going to the south of the Dibration disc. It's literally the other side of the disc to the Tumbling Tankard, and it's the Vellum Steeple Archive. And that's, so the Cobalt Soul doesn't have its own archive, am I right about that?
No, it has presence
In the Vellum Steeple.
in those.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like it's got like a little office space
Right.
and has access to the archive, like
So
basically
they work
free
out
access.
of there. sort
Yes,
of.
yes. Like anyone from the Cobalt Soul would like hang out there essentially and probably get some stuff. Depending on what stuff you need from that. So what do we want to take first? Do you want to shop or do we want to do some Cobalt Soul?
You can do you first. I mean, yours
I mean,
is direct. Mine, I'm just after stuff. I'm just like spending stuff.
Fair enough. So when you arrive at the archive, there's something like really familiar, even about the outside of it. It merges beautifully with its surroundings, and it has this huge, beautiful, ancient tree that comes out of it, and the archive is like built around it. And as you step in, like that kind of familiar smell of books and scrolls, and you know, just absolutely wafts into your nose, and you're just like, oh, it smells so good. This is great. And you feel like you're home, and the kind of this soft patter of librarians' feet, and the even like the kind of the waft of like incense, you know, to keep the books and the scrolls in really good condition. Even the shelves themselves are part of this like artistic, like artistically carved, like in the shape of like tree and tree trunks and leaves, and it's unlike anything you've seen before, but it's also so familiar. It's that kind of juxtaposition, you know? And do you wear anything that indicates your comfort zone?
I think, yeah, underneath his cloak, I would probably say maybe like some sort of like, almost like a necktie maybe or something, like a,
Yeah.
sash or something.
Cool.
But it would be sort of not super obvious. But,
Yeah,
you know,
okay.
something like that.
So one of the librarians kind of spots you and they make their way over to you. It's like a half-elven, very androgynous looking person. And they have like short sort of red hair that is mostly covered by like this headpiece, and then they have these sort of blue and green robes that you literally can barely see their hands and you cannot see their feet, and they kind of shuffle over to you and they say, "Oh, hello, welcome to the Venom Sleeper Archive. How can we help?"
Oh, I'm on a bit of a sort of personal adventure, I guess.
Okay.
I've come from the what's the archive called?
The shit.
Shit.
Were you Rexington?
Yes.
Ah, interesting.
I've come from Brexington. I'm just wondering if I can. There's a couple of things that I want to research, but I was also wondering if I could speak to someone from the Cobalt Soul that would maybe know. I'm trying to find someone.
Okay. Well, currently we don't have any members of the Cobalt Soul. I believe someone left very recently, in the past 10 days or so. Though the head archivist would know more.
Okay. So no one from the Cobalt Soul currently here?
No.
Okay. Do you think I could speak to the head archivist?
Of course, I can take you there. My name is Cameron.
Nice to meet you.
I'm one of the junior archivists here. So anything you need to find, just come and say hello and I'll help with that. But come. And they lead you up a winding staircase that is clearly like going around the central tree. And they take you right to the top of the archive to this huge office space. It's almost a bit like, if it was on the surface, it would look like an observatory. But instead of it being glass out to the world, it is a magically kind of created like vision of the sky, like as it is. So it's like a real-time version of what you would actually see if you were on the surface. And scribbling away on a scroll at one of the many desks is a human male who doesn't look elderly. You probably expect like the head archivist to be some grizzly old dwarf or this old man or, you know, ancient looking elf, but this guy looks maybe in his like 40s or 50s. He's, you know, got salt and pepper hair and a very kind of, you know, serious look on his face. Probably, you know, 10 years ago he would have been considered, you know, handsome in a kind of, you know, a grizzly way. And you're introduced by Cameron, who says, "Oh, head archivist Elliot, we have a visitor here from the Cobalt Soul, and they need to speak to you." And Elliot kind of looks up and he's like, "Oh, okay. Sit down. Cameron, if you can just wait outside, thank you." And Cameron just shuffles off.
So, hello, nice to meet you.
What's your name, Sarah?
I'm Alden.
Dwarven Empire, interesting.
So, I'm not so, I was like visibly quite nervous to be in front of the head archivist. I
Okay.
think.
Okay.
It just sort of like, I'm on a bit of a personal sort of mission, I guess you could call it. I'm looking for someone by the name of Drusilla. I'm not sure if anyone's come through here. I've got some.
Dark Elf.
Yeah.
Very kind of monkish.
Yeah. That's her.
Actually, I remember her.
She's
Yeah.
been through here.
Yeah, very recently.
Ah. When
She left maybe 6 days ago.
did she say where she was headed next?
She didn't divulge that to me. She did inquire about using our teleportation circle, but where she needed to go was not somewhere that we had access to via our teleportation circle. Believe it was somewhere in Isilra. Is that Isilra? Yeah. Yes, I don't put it into so you know that Isilra is a huge wild continent that has a very well-known city called, I can't remember, called Vasselheim.
Right.
And you'd also know that Vasselheim is very difficult to teleport into because it's controlled by clerical magic, divine magic.
So
Yeah, so you
It's
put
still-
the
Yeah, he's put it into the...
ISSYL.
No, so you
A.
that's how it is. Okay.
But you can put 27. Oh, really? That racial. Right.
She didn't really talk much while she was here, which is typical of Covert Soul, of course. However, I can give you a list of the times that she looked at when she was researching.
Yeah, that would be most helpful. Thank you so much for that.
Like, I know basically what she was researching, but, you know. Oh, that's gross.
You trying to whack on what you did at Neverland.
Oh, I'm going to fix some novels.
So it's done on
So, I'm going to give you three books. So, Visions of a Devastator is the first one.
And you are proficient in perception.
I know.
Theory of Chaos. And History of the Cage.
I'm nearly put a comic as I might be able to
This is such a
That's
this is
Okay. No, that's very helpful.
I can get Cameron to pull this book.
Yeah,
That would be great if I could take a
Lot
lot
16.
of time just to look through those. Did she? I don't know if you spoke to her at all or saw her. Did she seem? It's quite hard to read. Did she seem well?
She seemed very
That's what's increasing in my seat, yeah.
distracted by what she was researching, and whatever she found out 6 days ago. Of course, and from what you've already said, it sounds like this might be a little bit unusual, but it caused her to seemingly panic a little, and she rushed out, and as far as I know, she left the city.
Okay. So Alden, I think, just sort of maybe pales a little bit at that, to know that Drusilla panicked about anything. Okay. You've been really helpful, thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm going to spend some time with these books, if you don't mind, and maybe a few others, but I can speak to Cameron.
Of course, you can ask Cameron to help copy over any pages onto scrolls for you that you need. We can do that for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, also.
And if I think I may be back in the area, so if there's anything that I can do for you, I've got a bit of travelling coming up, but I think I will be back, hopefully fairly soon, so I can pop back and see. If there's anything I can do in return, then let me know. Thank you.
Another thing he actually reaches for is a scroll that's kind of on the pile of scrolls on his desk. They seem to be quite kind of wrapped in like three. You kind of get the impression that these are all copies of the same thing. And he just unwraps it and sort of shows it to you, and you see a teleportation circle, the runes for it.
Okay.
And he says, I don't get the sense that you have this ability, but if you know anyone that does, you can use this to come back here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Really helpful. Thank you so much.
So it's not a teleportation scroll, it's literally a drawing of, so any kind of wizard that you come across or anyone that can use that spell can copy it into their spell book.
Amazing.
And they would have that.
Cool.
And then they could transport you.
Put that in before I forget.
So it'd be an image, image on a scroll of the Yelin Steeple Archives circle. That's a very long title for a scroll. But, yeah.
You just need to find a wizard to travel with you.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for your help. I'll
You're welcome.
get out from there.
Thank you.
I'll go find Hannah. Yeah. Thank you for your
I'll get
help.
back to my work. Thank you very much. Cameron? Help? Good. Yes, thank you.
Good for. That's cool.
Thanks. And yeah, Cameron will basically show you around and pick out each of those books as you sort of make your way downstairs.
And then, would Alden know where the sort of new powers that he's been able to access recently? Would he know what to even start researching, or?
Give me an intelligence check.
Not very much. Oh my god. Intelligence, you said. That would be 10.
So you wouldn't have too much of an idea about it. why you kind of want to find yourself.
Okay.
Do you make any inquiries?
Probably just ask Cameron if there's any sort of books or research on, I guess, non-arcane ways of communicating,
Okay.
you know, through your mind. I guess that's the only thing that he
So, he says, maybe. What kind of abilities are you talking about?
I mean, if you could speak to someone just by willing it, you know, without speaking to them or gesturing to them or anything like
You're
that.
talking telepathy?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
That sort of.
So maybe there is something. It's called Tazaram's Tome of Telepathy. Tazaram. Tazaram's Tome of Telepathy. And we've got a few copies of that, so you can take that one.
Yeah, that would be great.
Just give it back to any co-ops or archive, or return it to ourselves.
Yeah, I should be back hopefully in a few 10 days, and then I can,
What did you say?
and then I'll bring it back then anyway.
Just a quick aside. You were saying something about you wanted something to give you the ability to see in the dark.
Yeah, if possible.
Is that for a specific reason, or are we going somewhere where you think you're going to need to do that? Or?
No, just because that's something
We
that we don't have dark vision on. Well, yeah, I will.
Okay, well, I have a second level spell for dark vision. It would be dark vision for 8 hours.
Amazing.
So I've not learnt it.
Okay, yeah.
So I'd have to take a long rest to learn it.
Yeah.
But I can give you, I just have to touch you. We've got dark vision for 8 hours.
Oh, crap. Amazing. Okay, so yeah, so I think I will spend maybe a couple of hours just sort of trawling through these books, just to try and get a feel for what, you know, what the theme is between those 3 books that Drusilla was working on, just to see,
So
and drawing sort of similarities between them.
before you leave, I'll get you to run. Okay. Cameron just kind of leads you to this nice little kind of reading area. There's like pockets, reading areas with, you know, really kind of lovely fluffy chairs and some desks if you use it. It's kind of a bit of everything for everyone. And you know, they bring you drinks and all kinds, really take care of you.
You can sort of almost, if you were watching, you could see I would visibly like relax and like go into his own sort of world.
Cool. Okay. Let's go shopping. So you guys are walking along the
Yeah.
call it.
I've got my eyes out for rings or a cloak because I'm missing my cloak of farting. I think that I might need another cloak.
Okay. So anyone who's looking for anything specific amongst the members, give me a investigation or perception, depending on how you're looking at this.
Some cool furry knives. Something.
I've got 21 perception.
I'm going to say those you'll find easily.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Can
Especially in
can Skro use rings and braces and stuff? Or?
Oh wait, because they're metal.
You can get wooden rings.
No, I would say yes. I think it's armour. and
Yeah, I've got braces and
specifically,
shoes.
I do not believe it is accessories, but we can kind of homebrew that because
Okay.
it kind of seems a bit too ridiculous.
In that
for it
case,
to be.
Skro is interested in finding somebody that, basically Skro would like to try and improve his armour class and or spellcasting ability.
Okay, and what are you looking for, Liz?
I just want to spend my money. I rolled a 21.
Right, so you're looking for a cloak.
So a cloak or a ring that'll help us with this ship boat trip thing.
Roll me a d4. 1 and 2 will be cloak. 3 and 4 will be ring.
2.
2 is a cloak. So you easily find your shurikens, the knives, and everything. There was just like a veritable display amongst quite a few kind of weapons vendors, all trying to get your attention. So we can do some deals there probably. What did you roll for investigation or perception?
Does it matter which?
Maybe whichever one, I guess.
We'll
is
go
better.
perception then, 23.
23. So kind of between where Grizz is looking at some really beautiful clothes, and where Zen is looking at like not a bunch of knives essentially, you make a beeline for this stall that just has like one person at it and seemingly nowheres.
Yes, because that's what I'd make a beeline for. An hat shopping.
But you kind of get the impression that something like magical items are very rare
Okay.
and they're not going to be just displayed in a market.
I will shadily shuffle up to him then.
Okay. So I'm going to take it in order. So then,
Yeah.
do you want to like try and do a deal on these, get them for cheaper?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you roll persuasion or intimidation, depending on like how you're sort of approaching these various kind of vendors.
Money
Persuasion. Okay, go for it.
got one.
Oh, you can re-roll it.
20. Daddy 20.
Day 20. So the the kobold on the far left goes, come here, come here, come here. I've got a beautiful array of knives. You want my knives, right? Yes, yes.
One of them.
I can do
What you got?
excellent price. Excellent price. What do you want?
Very nice.
How many?
Lots. 10?
10? You want 10? I'll give you 10. And literally throws 10 at you. He's like, 10 gold. 10 gold lot.
Bargain.
Excellent. Anything else? I have all kinds of shiny pointy things. Not all of them weapons.
What have you got?
What do you want?
Show me something.
So this really, really shifty looking kobold, like it's come. And then he goes, look at my pretties. And there's just like, there's everything from like cutlery on one side to like literally shuriken, ninja stars, like all kinds of like throwing weapons.
And
So
then it's shining or...
do you know what? A couple of them look pretty above standard. On this side, it's not. You want to have a look?
Yeah.
Okay. So he takes out the two knives, so daggers, and they each have like a jewel encrusted in the hilt. One is red, the other is green. And he says, special deal for these. I cannot say where I got them, but let's just say I took them out of the nook. Oh, he was dead.
No, what was it?
Oh, what do they do? Well, from what I can tell, this one does some kind of poison damage, and this one does fire.
I really like the green one.
Green, sure.
I'll take that.
Sure, both for 500?
Is that deal on that?
One for 300.
Green one for 150.
Oh, no. Oh, that I have to eat. Not a lot, but I have to eat.
I'll find another orc for him.
I don't care about orcs. I don't care about where you put it. You can put it in his arse, and I would not care.
So 200 for the green one.
Ah, you kill zinc with your prices, but I will give you it for 225. That is a bargain. So you have a dagger of poison, and I will add that to your. Yeah. It's a standard dagger of poison, but it would count as a magical weapon.
How's that special trait now?
Something from inside your cave, or something inside my cave.
Are you flirting with zinc? What do you have? Show. Come on,
No,
show.
it's got to be like a.
Show me your tweeters. Show.
Let's see what I've got, see if there's anything you can I think there's only one value right in there.
So he picks up this potion and he says, "Oh, yellow gook." This.
I'll swap it for the red knife, the red dagger.
1 second. And he goes off into the alley with your potion. And I'll give you a chance to stop him. He starts running. So I'll give you a chance. You can do a dexterity. Let's say check. Not saving throw. No, dexterity saving throw. To try and grab him by his little hood.
That's the second one. 13.
13. I should roll actually. What is mine? So I think I'm.
Because
That goes more human.
yeah, plus I can go away.
1 second. Just getting up there.
Keep him in.
Oh, that's decent.
So it gives us a better chance to stay.
So that
Might just use this, you just be tangled.
I'm gonna
So you watch as he goes in front of the ocean.
I laugh.
Cool.
Keep going again.
Right, next it's Grizz.
Yeah, what do we need for this island? What were we told that we needed? I can't remember.
For Isocross,
Yeah.
just anything cold resistant,
I mean,
preferably.
he's from a mountain. Like, what's the weather like where we are?
Where you
It's gonna be
are?
colder.
Yes, it's been cold, yeah. You guys are in like the coldest part of the continent.
So
You live in
That's what I mean, would I even be thinking about that? Just because we've been warm.
I mean, you've been told it's much colder
Mm.
in Isocross. Like, what you're used to, it's like 10, 20 times worse.
Okay. Like damage
Damage inducing, yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, well, I'm going to just go and have a look at some clothes.
Like a cloak of like cold resistance or something, yeah.
Just whatever they've got. Because it's like, I've never really thought. I just had this old hand-me-down cloak that billowed at the back
Are you
occasionally after eating beans.
Are you specifically looking for a magical cloak?
Yeah.
Because you said something about your AC, didn't you?
Yeah, it's like, I just want to know what's there, if there's anything that like, you know, screams by me. So, I'm just going to say to the guy that where we're going, you know, we're going to this island, I've been told about the cold, but like, you know, I'm quite used to cold, so I'm not too sure.
Okay, so the young dwarven vendor,
Okay,
with
this
like
is
long blonde hair, yeah, young dwarven vendor, she kind of asked me, do you want something magical?
Mm.
And she said, we have probably 2 cloaks that you might be interested in.
Okay.
They cost 1,500 each.
Right.
One is cloak of protection,
Mm-hmm.
and that adds to your armor. And the other is a cloak of cold resistance.
Okay. I've never heard of such a thing, so explain to me what it does, please. Obviously, it resists cold, but...
So whenever you take cold damage, it's not as, doesn't do as much damage to you as it would normally.
So I'm assuming that the monsters there would be doing cold damage.
As with the environment. And also you'd have advantage on constitution saving throws against cold
Okay.
or frozen condition. And the cloak of protection gives you a +1 bonus to AC
Yeah.
and a +1 to saving throws.
Okay. That's a bit rich for me though. So,
Again, you can roll persuasion or intimidation.
I know, you just literally said it's like a young dwarf and I've got like
They're kind of gritty and
my-
you know,
yeah, but
smiling at you.
my intimidation roll would be much better than my persuasion roll. So, because it's, I can't remember, there's another bonus as well. Da-da-da. Where is it? Yeah, I've got like +5, like, on the persuasion using my strength.
Okay.
Which is, would I want to flip?
So
I don't really want to be horrible about it.
If
But I'm
you
just huge.
If you choose the cloak and you're kind of grabbing it and saying, I want this one, I would let you roll your intimidation or strength.
Yeah, I just don't want to be, he's not an evil person, he's just
Oh.
fucking hench.
So persuasion.
So, but what I was trying to get across is when he actually tries to haggle, I think his size would like intimidate anyone. He's got strength of 20.
Okay.
So, but he would do it in a non, like, you know,
Unless you were using that kind of looming.
well, I would naturally, but I wouldn't do it with evil intent.
Okay, so I'm gonna say I'm gonna roll insight against your
Okay.
strength. Against whatever you want to roll for strength or
It's got his strength
okay?
+5, but it's like,
Did you just try that?
no. So it's 19.
Oh yeah, you definitely. I think she's more impressed at your stature than anything, and she's like,
That's what I'm trying to say. And
Yeah.
Greasy's not evil, but he's massive.
yeah.
And it's like, you know, if he's not
She's like,
particularly intelligent either.
I can adjust this for you. This is a bit small, but I can get it adjusted overnight.
Okay, and but that's still 3 times
And
the
I
price.
can maybe drop the price if you offer me something.
Well, I only have 500 gold, so
I don't really want any more gold. I really, really want to stroke your goats.
Euphemism.
Me.
yeah, Malix loves attention.
And it's then that she actually notices that there's an actual. Oh, of course, yeah. Can I say hello?
Getting Malix out and handing her.
Oh,
See, literally
so
just
cute.
fits
Malix?
it. He's got feet here. Yeah.
Oh, Malix, you're so
He's
cute.
my constant companion.
Oh, do you ride him?
I will when he's big enough.
Awesome. He's big enough for me to ride.
Yeah, but he's we haven't encountered that yet. But you know, he's getting there. I
Okay.
play football with him.
What is football?
It's an inflated ladder that I throw at him and he headbutts it and
Oh,
passes it back to me.
cute.
So yeah, it's like more like hornball. So
yeah.
so what sort of price are you talking? I mean,
1,000.
1,000.
1,000. Yeah.
how much is this? How much is this platinum worth? 50.
500.
Yeah. 500.
Okay.
You should have 1,000 because you've got
Yeah,
500.
but doesn't. So, is there any point of keeping this pouch with fire immunity unless I want to put another spell on it? Is there any point of us having a pouch that's going to survive an inferno
How much
that
do you
I
have?
die?
How much do you have? How much gold can you offer?
I could offer 800
Plus the pouch.
or a gold ring that's worth 50. We don't want to get rid of the chest, do we? The chest is too.
It's too
I'll take
dangerous.
800 and the pouch of fire resistance.
Okay.
In exchange for which?
Are you with me?
Code?
No, I don't.
No, he's a bit further. He's a bit further kind of to your left.
Okay. So in previous discussions, has anyone said that would be handy?
I don't even know where you got that from.
It was off the
Okay.
Yeah.
it was off the fire people.
The
Oh,
followers the top.
Yeah, it's a pouch of fire immunity, but it's like, you know, we would have had a discussion about it because they basically threw it at me and I caught it. And it had their rewards in it, went through the fire and it didn't get burned. So, or I just had a basic gold ring.
Yeah,
Well, do we have
800
anything-
plus the pouch.
How big is the pouch?
It's just like a money pouch.
Money's not going to burn in a fire anyway.
That's what I mean. It just seemed like a weird thing to have a pouch of fire immunity, unless I was going to turn it into a pouch of fire immunity and holding. So yeah. So what was it?
Yeah, 800 plus the pouch. And you can get which cloak did you want?
The cold one, please.
The cold one, okay. So cloak of cold resistance.
Okay.
I can't imagine that we would ever encounter a situation where we need a fireproof pouch
No.
unless you were to get rid of it.
I know, that is exactly what I'm thinking.
You would literally have it from the first, part of the campaign right through to the last, and nothing would be
I know.
of it. You'd forget it's in there. It'll go in like the back garden or something.
Next session.
Yeah.
But now you've got rid of it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to
Next session, yeah.
The only thing that would have saved us was that pouch.
Yeah. So that's gone, and was it that and 800?
Yes.
Okay. So
You're broke again.
yeah, not really. I'm alright. So what the 50 was 500 gold. So it's 500. So I've got 153. That's not broke for me.
Cool.
So and what did it say? What were the resistances again, please?
Cloak of cold resistance. So resistance to cold damage. And advantage on constitution saving throws against cold.
Okay.
We'll send that to you as well. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll add it.
Okay.
So
Add it to me.
Yeah.
Thing. And there's nobody selling. You won't be able to get a magic ring for like 100 gold pieces, really. not in this place.
Like I'm giving this stuff to you cheap.
Yeah. No, that's cool. I'm happy with that. I wanted a new cloak and I got one. So, what's it look like?
So it's really dark blue
Yeah.
with dwarven runes in light blue around like the edges, like the frilled edge.
Yeah.
And when you put it on, those runes kind of glow a little bit.
How do you recharge those? Is it the same
You
as
don't.
size?
You don't need to read. No, it's fine.
No, I'm happy with that. So it's the poshest thing I've ever had. It's probably
And it's got a
posh.
hood as well.
Oh, sweet. It's probably even more posher than mine. And everything else. So, no, I'm done.
Cool, so finally Skro. So the young woman that you see sitting almost in a meditative position at this empty table. As you approach, she says, "Oh, you have a strange aura about you. I see a moon and blood. Who are you? And what can I do for you?"
Grow.
I don't know. Let's call her Amy.
Okay.
Human woman with like raven hair.
Human.
Human woman with raven hair sitting in that kind of meditative position in like looks like silk costly robes. She looks like she belongs on the Grandids, for sure.
I was strangely drawn to your stall.
Most people are, who are interesting people.
I see no sign of what I seek, but feel certain you may be able to offer it.
I assume you seek something arcane.
I think I probably do.
What exactly are you obeying?
I am a druid.
Hence the moon.
I can't wear metal armour.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wield metal weapons. But I would quite like to have greater protection. And I'm also from, what would I say, armour class? Sort of
Right, from damage.
Yes.
Okay, got it. From being hurt. Okay.
I'd also be interested in anything that might enhance my either magic or druidic abilities in general. And if there was anything that gave me better resistance to cold, that would be useful.
So two of the three I can perhaps help you with.
Okay.
I can help you with something that can act as armour against damage. Armour that is not metal. And I could offer you a ring of cold resistance.
Okay.
These will not be cheap.
Oh joy! I can let you strike my go.
My go.
I'm not into goats.
What sort of height is it?
So, in one hand appears this blue ring, and in the other, she's holding a cloak of protection. Do you have a cloak of protection?
Cloak? No, I don't have any cloaks.
So they're worth around 2,000 each.
Right.
And I should probably tell you I'm only here for today. I'm actually due to leave in a few minutes.
Oh,
Hence
joy.
the empty table. Had to pack away my wares. And as she's talking, you can kind of, there's no breeze, but her hair is clearly like billowing. It's almost like she's got a cloak of billowing most for her hair.
Are you?
And there's like an energy kind of building around her. Choose, Skro.
Are you ever open to any form of exchange or bartering?
I am, but depends how long
She's
it
got that
takes.
time just for you.
Yeah, I know.
Persuasion, roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, like with some sort of.
That's about a minute. It's about a minute, by the way.
Just put a battle music on.
It's like
Oh god, that time's going really
the
quick.
wind is now starting to swirl around
Oh,
her,
okay,
and the cloak is almost like she's gripping it hard.
What's your best price on the cloak?
Roll
would you-
persuasion. Great, great.
Fuck off. Oh, bollocks. 8.
2,000.
I've got a really nice cosmological map of the multiverse.
I've got one of those already.
Okay, what about fuck off great big diamond?
Go on.
I didn't have the money, I've been nowhere near that money, so. Okay, awesome. That's it, she's just,
She's gone.
everything's gone.
Everything's gone. Like the
Yeah.
whole, even the table is gone. Everything
Brilliant.
just.
Okay,
It kind of like folds in on itself, like space folds in on itself.
Alright. awesome. Cheers, Amy. That really fucking helped. Alright, well, that's that then.
Oh. I'm supposed to feel bad now, aren't I?
No. When the DM smiles, it's already too late.
Don't worry about that. I'm feeling pretty bad about it.
So, by
Yeah, I
this
couldn't just buy
time,
it, so.
with all this bartering going on, you see like other stalls starting to pack away as well.
Awesome.
I mean, he got his potion lifted as well, so it's not like, yeah, he's at the best.
We can't all over the
Can I
time
see-
at the same time.
Can I see anywhere that might, so example, I've taken the cloak of protection, can I see anywhere that might sell something like that? That doesn't look like they're about to turn a close sign in the face?
I mean, you figure that probably the Grandest is the place to go. You might also.
How far away are we? Because I've just bought a cloak of cold
Have you
resistance.
told them about what Yelin's doing? To your. No.
They don't even know about that.
But you do have at least one person you can go to for that sort of thing. Mm.
Yeah, you can find it. Yeah, no, that's fine, I'm just thinking.
I mean, we've got another person that you've done a deal with over getting order and getting items. So she might be she might be willing.
They.
Yeah, but they already gave me like a warhammer and a shield and leather armor.
Yeah, gave you, now you've got some money, you might be able to purchase.
Oh, they've also given you a discount as well.
Alright, I'll go back to Glamour and Dairy and whatever the bloody hell you called there called.
Glamour. So, as you get there, you see the jars out to turn the close sign. And you knock on the door, or you get there, you get peeping in, and they're like, oh, hello.
What a joy to see you again.
Skro? Skro, is it? Skro? I remembered your name. Excellent, darling. I'm literally about to close. I've got this fabulous ball to go to, so What do you need?
I was just looking at a lovely cloak of protection, but unfortunately they were also in a rush. I'm looking to up my AC or something cold resistance.
Okay. So I have braces of cold resistance
Okay.
that are leather.
Oh,
leather
they sound
braces
fun.
of cold resistance. And I do have actually a cloak of protection. It's a little bit damaged. I was in the middle of repairing it.
I think I look good in rough and ready clothes.
Okay. So the cloak.
As it happens, I'm looking for something affordable too.
So the cloak will go for about 1,000.
Right. When it's fully repaired.
That's a good point. I'll give you it for 500 because it is pretty damaged. I'll give you a choice. You can either have saving throws on it, or you can have the AC on.
Ooh. So I don't know how cloak protection works. So that's just.
So it gives you a +1 bonus to AC
Yeah.
and a +1 to the saving throws. So you get one or the other.
I will.
Is that because
take-
it's damaged?
I'll take the AC.
Okay, so 500
Okay.
protection, 1 AC.
Done.
The braces are, they are a very recent crafting of mine, bit experimental. So I could maybe do you a deal because I'm not quite sure how they will work.
Well, they also sound fun.
Are they also what?
They sound fun. Yeah.
So above the table, you have to activate them. So like during, it takes an action to activate them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they will give you immunity to cold damage for the duration, which is a minute.
Ooh, okay.
But at the end of each day, to recharge it, you have to roll a 5 or a 6. And if you roll a 1, they break.
5 or 6 on the what?
5 or 6 to recharge them, so you
Yeah.
get another
On
boost.
what? On a
On a
D20,
D6.
D6?
On a D6.
Right,
On a
okay.
D6. On a D6. Or they break on a 1.
Well, you've done it now. That's all right.
And if I don't get a 5 or a 6 or a 1, they just don't do anything.
Yeah, until the next day. So at the end of each day, you can re-roll, basically.
Okay, but they only last for a minute.
A minute of immunity,
Okay.
not resistance. So braces of cold immunity.
Skro is struggling to conceive why 1 minute cold immunity
On that.
in a cold environment.
It could be a really
I'll
cold
die in a
hole.
minute.
It could be a really cold hole that you need to put your hand in, and you can't put your hand in it unless you're completely
It would
immune.
be more useful if we find something.
Yeah.
Yes.
A minute.
How much do you
That
want for
was
these
quite
braces?
some time, yeah.
So
I mean, I'll
same
review
price
them on
500,
YouTube.
same price 500 because they are experimental. Again, above the table, I would say that Isocross is known to have creatures that do cold damage, including white dragons.
Okay. Here's a proposition for you.
Okay, perfect. Time though, ball.
How about I leave you this cracking great big diamond? You allow me to take these braces on this trip. If I don't come back, the diamond is yours. If I come back with the various materials that you've expressed
Deal
an interest
done. Deal done.
in, then we'll work out then.
Deal done. Hold this as collateral.
Before you disappear,
What was that?
I'm going to put my head out. from
I stole it.
behind.
Oh,
hello.
Zen Wood.
Front woman, like, stole a tiara and had the diamond.
Can you do like
It's amazing, isn't it? It's much pride and joy.
Do you need a
By this point, you kind of realise everything's his pride and joy. literally every single thing he makes.
Well, I was wondering if you had, it's like a bag of holding so that we could get more orchids.
That's not mine.
No,
That's
so I
not
do
mine.
lesser restoration.
I'm more kind
Oh,
of
okay.
a protection kind of guy.
Big
Bag of
deal.
holding,
Yeah.
they are
This is my
very
theory.
difficult
This
to
is my
create.
theory. Is I'm hoping that I'll
They
get
take
done
years
back.
to
By the time.
So I
put
know.
on, and your best bet is trying to buy one
Let's
from
sort this out.
a
So
magic, some kind of like magic item shop, or find one out there.
the 500 down.
Sorry about that. Gotta go though. And then you just hear him going, I'm going to beautify myself and go to the ball.
Cloak of protection. So I'll just add that.
Yeah, and just remove the saving throws. Oh.
I don't know if it will allow me to do
It
that.
lets you edit it and manage it, and you can write a note and say it's damaged, so no saving
Ah,
throw.
okay.
Oh, it might let me do it.
What was it?
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Not cold resistance.
No, that's what. There isn't any such thing as a cloak of gold resistance.
Chris got one.
Yeah, we've got one. I need to create it.
Okay, yeah.
Cloak of protection for
Yeah, and the races as well.
yeah
Well,
races of cosmos.
cool.
And then put in brackets experimental.
How do I? So I've taken that and said I'm wearing it, but my armor class hasn't changed.
You haven't actually bought out and anything.
Your one, it might be. Is it an attune? Do you need to attune it? And if you don't have spaces to
I want
attune,
to go back to the.
Oh right, yeah. What's the achievement thing?
it just means you have to like bond with the item almost.
I need
Okay.
And you have 3 spaces for attuned items. You can only have
I just remembered
three.
that.
Could I have some of those recipes? Yeah, okay.
Okay, so that's the
Yeah,
achievement.
taking away from me.
Right, so what did you want to get? What did you want them to get for you?
Something helps in the dark.
It was, yeah, but Skro can do that.
But is that a waste of spell?
Okay.
Yeah,
Can you
true.
do-
If
can
there
you
is
do the
something
braces?
about.
I don't think I can create them.
Oh, yeah. So I'm just taking notes and I'll add them.
It was something to see better in the dark,
Uh-huh.
if possible. It said cold resistance as well. And then there was a furbolg that we met when we very first came, called Ingella?
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. Who had like alchemy tools and things like that. So maybe like an alchemy starter set. What
Okay.
first alchemy set?
So that's
Get them on
easy.
Something like that.
You can get that for what's the price?
Is it
I think it's like
possible?
12 gold.
12 gold.
The alchemy set. Then you can pick up the, what else is it? Something to help in the dark.
Yeah, if there's some sort of.
So there's like, there's either, that would be funny. That would actually be hilarious. Do you want to do that? Seriously?
Didn't we have something?
I've got an orb that weighs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
that
got
was,
the
that was
daylight.
daylight
The
thing.
daylight.
But then that would
Yeah.
create light. So
Mm.
if you were trying to be stealthy and you wanted everyone to have dark vision.
Oh, right, yeah.
It's like the opposite of what I need.
Yeah.
Claire, is it possible, because I wrote out like where it came from and everything,
Mhm.
is it possible for you to edit that diamond and say that it's currently
Yeah.
formed with,
That's fine.
because I can't edit it now.
Yeah, that's fine. I can do that.
Cool.
So you could get the most expensive version of the dark vision is the goggles of dark vision, but there's also a band of dark vision that essentially gives you one use of his spell.
Okay.
But the goggles gives you just put them on. You just change them and put them on.
Okay. Goggles are probably out of budget.
Oh yeah, they're well out of budget.
Okay. Cool. And
But the
that-
headbands, yeah, you could get that from.
So I
I would say Grizz could have got that for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much?
Roll me a
The thing to bear in mind about my dark vision spell is that
d20.
takes a second level spell slot.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you did use both of it, I'd need to use 2 spell slots.
So if I
You'd
get
have
that-
one use a day that
Yeah.
lasts for 8 hours.
So that's fine. Roll, sorry. Sorry.
D20.
30?
Okay, so I can't remember what it's called twice. So it'll cost 750.
Okay. 750.
And that's for a second stroke of the day. So we're at 9:30 now. I'm going to suggest you guys all go back for a long rest.
Mhm.
So what's going to happen? Or do you want to do something before you sleep?
I mean, everybody in the Tumbling Tankard is going to provide our
Mm-hmm.
eating meals and reception, so Skro would go back and get very well fed and very well drunk.
Well, you know, for a walk, we might take a shake into a tree and then back home.
Okay. You have news?
I think I would spend the majority of the night researching and reading, and then probably go back to something else.
So give me a roll for your reading, please. This is going to be
You
an
only use your dice
investigation.
now once.
Investigation check. It's a DC 15.
Oh my god, your roles have been amazing.
It's
Man.
been great,
We
man.
should be in battle.
Investigation.
Yeah.
22.
Oh, nice. So you do see a link between those books, and they're all pointing at some kind of. You don't know if it's an item or if it's a story, but it's to do with other planes.
Okay, if there's any like particularly interesting chapters or pages.
Yeah, put it in, put your question in Discord, and I'll come up with something between sessions.
Perfect.
Is that a good roll?
Are we going tomorrow on this boat?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So anyway, what's your passive perception? Alright, can you roll me a perception check? With advantage. So as you enter the area that leads towards your home, you think in the corner of your eye, down one of the other tunnels, you see quite a large person in a cloak and hood, rushing away, much taller than on back, they're like 7 feet tall, rushing away down away from your home.
It's not something I recognise.
No one you've ever seen before.
That's like a headache.
Mm. That's it. Okay, so we're getting a long rest? Or is anyone else doing anything?
Getting a belly full of food and getting pissed right now. Raw.
So you two are basically getting
Yeah.
getting
Being
physical.
dwarfs.
Fair enough. So yeah, get a long rest. I don't think you guys need to actually do anything because nothing's happened in terms of losing HP and stuff. But you can choose different spells, obviously.
Yeah, I am
You
gonna.
might need to think
I'm
about,
going to shake my spell list up a bit.
because this day is going to begin with a visit from Yelin, your favourite elf, who says, so, Mia says that you guys need a little bit of help getting back to Pelback.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Amazing.
Alright? He just literally just cast a spell and sends you there. And you guys are literally
Like
sent.
the tank is net from Cron.
Yeah, just stop.
All four of you, waits until you all turn up. And he literally deposits you on the jetty that leads to this ship that probably none of you have ever kind of seen before, because you're all kind of like inland dwellers for the most part. You know, mountains and forests and even possibly only Alden might have seen pictures of this sort of ship. It's called, you see the name Remoras on the side of it, in kind of like scratchy etched writing. And it has a bow that is pointed and goes up almost like a scythe. And from its design, you can see that it uses this, is it the prow? What is the front
Yeah.
part of the ship? The prow? Uses the prow to break the ice as it goes through. And it's also kind of maybe strange to you guys. I don't know how much interaction you've had with like steam, but it is like a steam engine. So it's, you can see like the smoke coming out of this huge chimney. And by what's it called? The boards that go from the jetty to the yes.
Gangway.
Yeah.
Gangway.
By there, you see the familiar presence of It's been a while, Elro, yes, Elro, who stands in there with like a fur cloak and an armour and crossing his arms, and he says, welcome back. The ship is ready to depart.
Sure, we're ready as well.
Well, you know, you have my thanks, and I wish you well on your journey, and I hope to see you back here soon. Remember, there is a timer on this. He says so Irvin and his family have about 60 days, we worked out, before they might die. Halil has about 30, and Tolgi has 20. And I believe you have about 55.
So Togi's got 20, Halil 30.
57 actually. actually, it's only been a few days since we got infected.
How long did Tolby have?
20.
Okay, so I've got not a massive amount of time before I start going downhill.
And then what was the other Ryan's family? What's it?
Again, minute. Activating the braces.
Urban. 60 days.
What's that minute per 24 hours?
Yeah.
You never know, it might come down to that. Can you smell that thing? What's this game plan thing look like to get onto the boat?
It's just wooden planks, you know, wooden boards.
Yeah, stuff you can hold on to.
No. And it looks pretty slippery.
But
I'm just going to run across on one way.
We go straight in and try to find cabin.
I love the way that you're just on the boat. I'm shit scared of water.
Oh, bless. This is frozen.
Let's go.
Huh?
This is frozen. So
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's can't really go because it's solid now.
Okay. Would I not fall through it? Solid. So I'll just walk carefully across the.
Maybe that's everything.
Trying to not look as scared as I obviously am.
Oh, bless.
Well, he lives in the mountains. He's never really.
For how many of you is this your first voyage on the seas?
Me, which is why I just rolled one.
Oh, I wasn't serious.
Oh, okay,
You've
good.
done that.
Yeah, well, I did, sorry.
Oh, but the dice does decide.
Yeah, so I rolled a one whilst getting into my room, choosing my colour.
So, as you go up the gangplank, you slip and you knock Malix into the water.
Oh, okay. Into water or onto the ice?
Well, onto the ice and it starts to crack because it's right by the ship.
Okay, great. How far down is it?
About 10 feet.
Sorry, did you say 30 days or something?
Targi is 20. Halil is 30.
Okay, is anyone else around me?
Yeah, all your friends.
Right, I'll jump off and see if I can.
I was going to say, can anyone swim? Because I can't.
I could lower some rope down to help you guys. Pull you guys back up. I could
So,
lower some rope
you've got a
down.
minute to get him out.
Yeah.
So you guys, you two
I'll
are
hold
both
it
on
down.
the ice.
No, I stay up, but I'll lower the rope down and tie it off to
Okay.
some part of the
And
rope.
I can put him up using the rope.
Yeah.
Okay, so dexterity check to see if you can tie the rope around yourself and Alex.
14.
Yeah, that's fine. And strength, so athletics check to see if you can pull them up.
I can't believe that dice. Like, I was like, I'm going to give it another chance.
Are you being helped by Skro maybe?
Oh yeah, I can do that.
Mine, I rolled 10.
You
Okay.
roll the advantage, so you roll again.
Yeah.
I'm not using that dice. It's like, it's rolled a 1 and then a 5.
Have fun, have D4 on that one.
Okay, so that's 14.
Plus the 4.
No, the plus, no, with the 4. I rolled another 5.
No, you need to roll a D4, not 4.
He's got guidance, he's giving you guidance as well as
So,
advantage.
That's 5, so that's 10, so that's 12.
Okay, yeah, that's enough. That's enough.
Go.
So you guys watch as Malix and Zen kind of get pulled back onto the gangplank, and Elro just kind of shakes its head and he's like, "Hopefully I'll see you soon."
This thing.
Good start.
And you start getting some help from some of the crew. Basically, they start like offering their hands and.
I want to like this one, but it keeps going. That's the 12-sided.
Okay, so we'll end the session there with that little bit of drama. And you guys will start next session with the voyage of the Remoras.
Oh, right, yeah. How do you spell that?
Okay. I'm gonna get those buttons. I think it's the same as the beast.
Yeah.
REMO RPH REMO
Yeah,
RHAZ.
but then more.
Modas.
So we came, we shot, we talked about taking over pubs like gangsters. I counted money on the floor because I didn't take any part in any of that
Got hit by another
conversation. Yeah, got hit by another dwarf
Again.
whilst getting really confused about like the fact that I'm a virgin. And like, and I
And
couldn't.
there's no wonder.
Well, I don't understand any of this. I haven't had much to do with it. So it's like, you know, and
Really good.
it's also lawful good.
Do you talk to me openly about this?
Autumn.
No, but you're gonna obviously notice it because I'm getting hit upon and just completely not noticing I'm being hit on. And that's why I'm answering in ridiculous ways because I'm literally unaware.
Let it be known that should Skro find Mexico and have a life, he intends to spend some of that newfound life getting for his leg.
Well, I'm a 40-year virgin.
I thought you were going to say you were going to go find those market stalls and abandoned cattle.
You're going to hit on a piece of wine.
Look what was the only thing I had.
He's quite happy though in his ignorance. He just doesn't know what's going on. You know?
Well,
Yeah.
maybe he'd be happier once he knew what was going on.
I don't know, man. He's going away to cleric now. So it's
I
like,
mean, Chris does keep getting hit on, to be fair, by the ladies.
Definitely does.
because he's got the muscles, and he is quite. There's an innocence about him. So,
I don't just want to corrupt you.
yeah, that's the thing. I don't know if I'm willing. I don't know if I'm really down with that. It certainly isn't at the moment. So, yeah, that's quite funny. I think he's been hit on more than anyone else.
Twice.
Yeah, that's twice more than anyone else.
So what did my daughter say when you saw you?
Oh yeah, I was going to start that.
No, she said, you said come and say hello. She chatted with me and Caroline.
Well, I said that you were really cool. I said you were going to be there.
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, I know. Because she looked up the thing and see it there. I said, how do you know it was him? Shall I recognise him from the screen? Sarah said, well, thank you, last and I said, I'll go up and say hello. Sure, he's not going to know I am. I said, well, he will if you tell him. I said, let's go up and say, you play D&D with my dad, Jess. And I
That's
said,
pretty much what she said. So we got rewarded with lots of money, and then went shopping, and then had some weird trying to do business dealings whilst I just got drunk, ate food, and bought a nice cloak. So we're off to a cold place. We're on a ship. I'm not comfortable with that. But next week there'll be some fighting and stuff, I'm sure, and some investigatory stuff. So anyway, thanks for watching, and see you on the next one. Bye. Bye.
Bye.